Hi, everyone. Before we dive in, I wanted to share something special. Until now, you've heard a different voice, but from today on, I'm using my own. I want Ancestral BioLab to feel more personal and closer to you. I hope you like it. So, with that being said, let's get started. Why do you feel a surge of pure physical energy after standing in the morning sun when ambient sunlight contains no nutritional calories? What if the most transformative secret to human longevity is that your body can feed directly on light, functioning exactly like a highly sophisticated living plant? For nearly a century, modern medicine has vehemently defended a fundamental dogma that humans are strictly chemical combustion engines, that we are trapped in a cycle where energy can only be extracted by breaking down food. But textbooks are fundamentally incomplete. According to the cutting-edge frontiers of quantum biology and biophysics, your cells don't just process corporate nutrients, they capture, store, and utilize photons. You're not just eating your energy, you're absorbing it from the electromagnetic fabric of the universe. Today, we go beyond conventional biology to unveil the ultimate forbidden architecture of your flesh, the ancient mechanics of light that the modern synthetic world has blinded you to. For generations, the global health establishment has forced a simplistic mathematical equation down our throats. Calories in versus calories out. We have been conditioned to believe that our bodies are nothing more than biological furnaces, burning carbohydrates, fats, and proteins to keep the lights on. But biochemists looking closely at the thermodynamic math have run into a catastrophic calculation error. According to groundbreaking bioenergetic assessments, the sheer amount of chemical energy required to pump your heart, fire your neurological synapses, and maintain cellular homeostasis far exceeds the actual thermal energy extracted from the food on your plate. There is an invisible energy subsidy keeping you alive. When we look past the high-level anatomy into the subatomic space of human tissue, we discover that your body is not a closed chemical system. It is an open quantum receptor. Your skin, your muscles, and your fascia are designed to interact with the electromagnetic spectrum. The food you eat provides the structural building blocks, yes, but environmental light provides the energetic calibration. The tragic mistake of modern society is treating the human body like a mechanical car that only needs gasoline, completely ignoring the fact that our biological matrix is fundamentally built to be a solar-charged battery. While the true potential of our quantum biology remains hidden from the public, millions of people are wandering through life in a state of chronic, unyielding exhaustion. They look for answers in synthetic stimulants, complex hormone replacement therapies, and endless sleep studies, but they are looking in all the wrong places. According to alarming data released by the Mitochondrial Medicine Hub, we are currently facing a silent, civilizational energy blackout that cannot be cured by a prescription pad. When you look at healthy cells under an advanced electron microscope, the mitochondria, the ancient microscopic engines driving human life, resemble vibrant pulsating power stations packed with dense, highly organized internal folds. But when you examine the cells of a modern, chronically fatigued individual, these power stations look like apocalyptic ghost towns. They are swollen, shriveled, physically distorted, and desperately gasping for subatomic fuel. When these engines undergo a systemic glitch, they do not just stop producing energy. they begin to leak highly volatile, destructive particles that slowly rust your cellular membranes from the inside out. You wake up exhausted because your biological power plants are literally suffocating in the dark. To understand how to reverse this systemic degradation, we have to journey deep into the inner sanctuary of the cell to look at the most sophisticated conveyor belt in the known universe, the electron transport chain. Published data in Nature Metabolism reveals that the creation of human vitality is not a slow, clumsy chemical reaction. It is an ultra-precise subatomic dance that operates at the speed of physics. Picture a highly secure molecular assembly line embedded within the inner membrane of your mitochondria. Trillions of electrons harvested from the broken bonds of your nutrients and stabilized by your environment are passed down a chain of highly specialized protein complexes. As these electrons hop from one station to the next, their kinetic energy is captured to trigger a series of microscopic proton pumps. This pumping action builds up an immense, highly concentrated electrical pressure across the membrane. This pressure is ultimately released through a breathtaking, revolving biological turbine known as ATP synthase. When you are truly healthy, this subatomic quantum turbine spins at an astonishing 100 revolutions per second, manufacturing adenosine triphosphate, the universal energy currency of life. Does this sound hard to believe? Wait until you see how your cells react. To the next one. This is where the paradigm completely shifts, and where biology transforms into quantum mechanics. Embedded directly as complex 4 of the subatomic conveyor belt is a highly sensitive, intensely pigmented protein called cytochrome C oxidase. For decades, traditional textbooks taught that this protein was simply a passive copper and iron enzyme designed to transfer electrons to oxygen. But biophysicists have exposed a far deeper truth. Cytochrome C oxidase is a highly specialized light-absorbing quantum receptor. According to a series of molecular photobiology studies, this specific enzyme possesses a unique absorption spectrum that peaks precisely within the red and near-infrared wavelengths of light. When photons of sunlight penetrate through your skin and strike cytochrome C oxidase, they induce a sudden, profound structural change. In a fatigue state, this enzyme becomes clogged by a molecule called nitric oxide, which binds to the active site and effectively suffocates the electron flow. It is the biological equivalent of throwing a metal rod into a spinning generator. But the moment red or near-infrared light hits the enzyme, it breaks that chemical bond instantly, kicking nitric oxide out of the seat and clearing the cosmic highway for electron transport. If you are enjoying this deep journey into the hidden mechanics of your health, take a brief moment to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. At Ancestral BioLab, we are entirely dedicated to bringing you the raw, unfiltered truth that the pharmaceutical industry routinely ignores. Let us look deeper into the physical mechanics of this light activation. It is not just about clearing the highway, it is about changing the physical environment inside the machine. As we established, the ultimate turbine of life, the ATP synthase motor, relies on a steady stream of protons rushing through its channels to spin its rotor blades at high speeds. However, inside a damaged, inflamed, or stagnant cell, the water surrounding this turbine becomes incredibly thick, chaotic, and highly viscous. It behaves like heavy, sludge-like molasses rather than fluid water. When this occurs, the microscopic turbine experiences immense physical friction. It slows down, stutters, and burns an enormous amount of chemical energy, just trying to turn against the heavy fluid resistance. This is the exact mechanism behind the paradox of modern fatigue. You are eating plenty of food, but your turbines cannot spin because they are stuck in a molecular swamp. But when near-infrared light targets cytochrome C oxidase in the surrounding matrix, it drastically alters the hydrogen bonds of the structured water. It reduces its viscosity instantly, making it incredibly slick and frictionless. The light literally acts as a quantum lubricant, allowing the turbine of life to spin effortlessly at maximum velocity. Every mainstream health outlet, morning talk show, and fitness influencer loves to talk about the importance of sunlight for a single, isolated reason: vitamin D. We have been conditioned to look at the sun as nothing more than a chemical trigger for a hormone that regulates bone density and immune health. While vitamin D production via ultraviolet B radiation is undoubtedly vital, focusing entirely on it is a massive piece of misdirection that hides the real treasure. The sun is not a single ingredient supplement. It is a vast, deeply complex pharmacy of information. Long before ultraviolet light even touches your skin to trigger the chemical pathways of vitamin D, the massive wave of red and near-infrared light has already penetrated deep into your tissues, muscles, and blood vessels. Vitamin D is a slow structural hormone that takes hours to synthesize and process. Direct mitochondrial ATP production via photon absorption is near instantaneous. By reducing the sun to a mere vitamin D machine, modern medicine completely masks the fact that the human body can bypass the clumsy, slow process of digestion to generate direct cellular power straight from the cosmos. The structural integrity of these light-absorbing cellular solar panels relies entirely on the precise quality of the fats that make up their internal architecture. According to advanced lipidomics research published in the Journal of Biological Chemistry, there is one highly specialized, uniquely vulnerable phospholipid that controls the destiny of your energy: cardiolipin. Cardiolipin acts as the literal structural glue that holds the deeply folded inner membrane of your mitochondria together. Think of it as a pristine, highly secure biological fortress wall. Cardiolipin keeps the proteins of the electron transport chain locked in a perfect, ultra-tight geometric alignment so that electrons can hop smoothly from one complex to the next without any friction. However, our modern industrial diet has flooded our bodies with highly unstable, chemically altered, omega-6 polyunsaturated seed oils, such as canola, soybean, and corn oil. When you consume these artificial oxidized fats, your body has no choice but to use these broken, fragile building blocks to construct your internal mitochondrial walls. The result is a catastrophic structural collapse. The membrane becomes leaky, unstable, and physically warped. The proteins of the conveyor belt drift away from each other, causing electrons to slip through the cracks and ignite massive cascades of internal inflammation. You are trying to run a high-voltage quantum engine using parts made of cheap, flammable plastic. The toxic spike of isolated blue light. We are currently living through the single largest, completely unregulated biological experiment in the history of human civilization: the absolute saturation of our eyes and skin with artificial blue light. According to a alarming series of reports published in Frontiers in Physiology, the narrow, intense spectrum of light emitted by our smartphones, tablet screens, laptops, and energy-efficient LED overhead bulbs is recognized by our cells as a severe toxic stressor. Natural sunlight is an incredibly balanced, full-spectrum experience. It always couples high-energy blue and ultraviolet light with massive soothing buffers of red and near-infrared wavelengths. But our modern indoor environments have completely stripped away the protective red shield. we spend our days staring into isolated, aggressive spikes of high-energy artificial blue light. When this unnatural light hits your photoreceptors, it tricks your brain into believing it is perpetually noon, even in the middle of the night. Your biology remains in a state of high-stress alarm, burning through its antioxidant reserves, creating a toxic internal environment that systematically degrades your cellular solar panels while you sit completely still. If you think surviving an indoor environment sounds difficult, wait until you see what happens to your cells after the sun goes down. The deceptive theft of mitochondrial melatonin. For decades, the global sleep aid industry has sold us a highly comforting lie that melatonin is simply a basic brain chemical produced exclusively by the tiny pineal gland in response to darkness, designed to help you fall asleep. However, extraordinary discoveries published in the Journal of Pineal Research have completely shattered this elementary dogma. Neuroscientists have revealed that the pineal gland only accounts for an estimated 5% of the total melatonin inside your body, whereas the remaining 95% manufactured. It is created directly inside your mitochondria. Your cellular solar panels produce their own massive, highly localized shield of melatonin to act as an internal cleanup crew, neutralizing the intense oxidative stress generated during ATP production. But there is a critical, hidden catch. The production of this vital mitochondrial shield is triggered almost exclusively by exposure to near-infrared light, the exact rich wavelengths that dominate the Earth during sunrise and sunset. When you live your life indoors, shield your eyes with heavy synthetic sunglasses, and cover your skin with toxic chemical blocks, you completely prevent your internal generators from creating their protective armor. You are forcing your microscopic cellular soldiers to fight a brutal high-stress war without a single helmet. The mechanical lock of deuterium overload. Every single drop of fluid you consume and every carbohydrate you swallow contains a hidden subatomic element that could be systematically mechanical locking your cellular power plants. According to quantum structural biology research from the Budapest Center for Deuterium Depletion, our modern, industrially processed diet is heavily overloaded with a heavy isotope of hydrogen known as deuterium. To visualize this, think of a normal, healthy hydrogen ion as a sleek, ultra-lightweight racing car moving effortlessly through the microscopic channels of your cellular machinery. Deuterium, on the other hand, contains an extra neutron, making it twice as heavy. It is a clunky, massive monster truck. When your mitochondrial turbines are spinning at high speeds to generate ATP, an uncontrolled influx of heavy deuterium slams directly into the delicate gears of the motor. The physical impact is devastating. It literally shatters the microscopic rotor blades of your biological turbines. Processed starches, high fructose corn syrup, and city tap water are absolutely packed with this heavy hydrogen, slowly locking your body into a permanent state of cellular paralysis. We are constantly swimming in an invisible, silent, and totally unnatural ocean of man-made electromagnetic frequencies, ranging from high-speed Wi-Fi networks and Bluetooth devices to massive cellular communication towers. While mainstream regulatory agencies comfortably debate their thermal safety, biophysicists publishing in environmental research have exposed a direct, non-thermal mechanism of damage occurring within human tissue. On the outer surface of every single cell in your body sit highly sensitive, microscopic security guards known as voltage-gated calcium channels. These guards rely on incredibly subtle electrical currents to control the precise entry of minerals into your biological matrix. Man-made electromagnetic fields are highly chaotic, artificially polarized, and intensely disruptive to these sensors. When these invisible frequencies strike your tissue, they force the security gates wide open. An uncontrolled toxic flood of calcium rushes into the interior of the cell, triggering a massive, immediate cascade of inflammatory free radicals. The delicate internal environment of the cell is plunged into absolute chaos, forcing your mitochondria to immediately stop producing energy so they can divert all available resources just to survive the invisible storm. How do we fix a broken, systematically degraded biological architecture that has been stripped of its natural fuel by the constraints of modern society? The ultimate answer does not lie in a new drug, a trendy superfood, or an expensive piece of biohacking technology. It lies in a completely forgotten branch of quantum science known as photobiomodulation. According to extensive clinical trials published in The Lancet, specific wavelengths of natural light possess the absolute power to completely regenerate damaged cellular infrastructure. To activate the ultimate mitochondrial fix, you must radically transform your relationship with the day. When you step outside and view the unfiltered light of the early morning sun without contacts, glasses, or windows in the way, you are bathing your biology in a precise, non-negotiable mix of red and near-infrared photons. This specific spectrum travels effortlessly through your tissues, lowering systemic inflammation, restructuring your internal cellular water, and prepping the cytochrome C oxidase enzymes to spin your energy turbines at maximum speed. It is a biological reset switch that costs absolutely nothing, yet holds more therapeutic power than any synthetic pharmaceutical on Earth. We have journeyed from the subatomic conveyor belts of your inner membranes to the invisible light waves that shape the very reality of our modern world. According to the absolute latest frameworks emerging from quantum biology, you must stop viewing yourself as a passive consumer of industrial calories. You are a magnificent, living, breathing electromagnetic resonator. Every single choice you make throughout your day, the light you allow into your eyes, the quality of the water you put into your mouth, the fields you surround your body with, either dynamically charges your internal biological solar panels or drains them into absolute bankruptcy. You hold the complete blueprint to permanent, unbound, and useful vitality. It does not require complex synthetic shortcuts or trendy hacks. It requires a radical, uncompromising return to the precise, unbroken laws of nature. Step out of the artificial shadows of the modern world. Expose your biology to the radiant light that created it and turn your cellular engines back on. Your cells are solar panels. It's time to let them shine. The next time you feel the sun on your skin, remember that you're not just receiving warmth, you're recharging your biological batteries. We are beings of light as much as of nourishment, and our skin is the interface that connects that external energy with our internal vitality. If this video changed your perspective on the sun, subscribe so you don't miss our next analysis where we'll explore how to optimize your mitochondria from within. I'm Ancestral BioLab, and this is Science for Your Evolution.